Hi there, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Toluwani Adeniyi and this is Soul and Steps. You're welcome. In my last video, I mentioned that I was going to be consistent and that you'll be seeing me every week. Well, here I am. I'm here, and as I said, I'm here to stay. So anyway, today is life updates or life lately. It's like mini life updates. Mini because I don't want this video to be so long, because if you leave me, I can be here for hours on ending. I won't be tired. So it's like mini. Maybe I'll do a longer version, but for now it's mini life updates. And I think my last, in fact, you know what? That last mini life updates we did before, the one on my channel, the old one, I think we should delete it and move on. But yeah, this is mini life updates. What has been going on with me lately? What has been up with me? What have I been learning? What have I been doing? You know, all of those things. So let's get right into it. The first thing on my list will be navigating life, or navigating the last 4 months in this year. And what have I done? But let's say differently this year. What have I done at least this year? This year I have built on my reading culture. Let's talk about my reading culture first of all. I feel like in the previous years I tried to develop my reading culture. Before, I didn't used to read. I wasn't a reader, but I think 2 years ago I read. I had to read a book on marriage because I was getting married. But last year was the year I actually took intentional steps in building my reading culture. I started reading, and I think I started reading like 4 books. I think I only finished one or two. Two. I wanted to read a book on money. I wanted to read a book on faith. I wanted to read a book on relationship. So I had like things I wanted to read on, like subjects I wanted to read on. This year, I started reading Atomic Habits. I have not finished, but I will finish it before the ending of May. So yes, I'm on a good track. In fact, I have made significant progress. I've made significant progress, as you know, from someone who didn't really used to read. I am proud of myself and where I am at the moment. So yeah, reading books, at least reading one book. I think I also read Psychology of Money, but I just left it there. You know what? Let me just focus on this one book and then we'll come back to the rest. Right. So yeah, that is one. And also in navigating life in the last 4 months, another thing I've done is start a business. See, if you had told me that Toluwani will be starting a business, maybe I would have believed you, but I'm just so proud of myself.
Pause. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Just take a quick moment to follow my business page on Instagram, shopabroad.ng. Do it now. Don't procrastinate. Have you done it? All right, let's get back to the video. Thank you.
I started on a high in January, but along the line, I think I sort of not crashed, but we just, yeah, we went down a little because just trying to navigate the entire thing, right? So if you're watching this, I have started a business. It's called Shop Abroad. And at Shop Abroad, we essentially cater to two things. Number one, I ship in items from the UK majorly for now. I'm open to doing China. Maybe as at the time of this video, maybe when this video is live, I'll have even started China. But as at now, we import goods from the UK and then we sell them here in Nigeria. And so it's in twofold, that and then being a personal shopper. So if maybe I put up something you don't like or you don't want, I can be your personal shopper. Just tell me what you want. I will buy it for you and deliver it to Nigeria. If you want to know more about my business, please check us out on Instagram. We are Shop Abroad. So check it out and order one or two things from me. Thank you very much. And yeah, shooting videos for my business and for my YouTube, shooting content. So yeah, navigating life in the last 4 months. I think that has been it really. And yeah, your girl is a certified driver. I have my license. So if you need me to, drive you around Lagos, call me. I will pay for fuel, sha. I will drive as long as fuel is sorted. Call me. I'll drive you. So yeah, in the last 4 months, that has been it. And number two, we have my walk with God. And every time I want to talk about mini life updates, for some reason, this always pops up because I'm like fish that cannot survive without water. That's like how it is with God. I cannot but talk about God. My walk with God has been good. and it gets better. Not because I'm not seeing challenges or sometimes I do not feel like, but because my work with God just gets sweeter. So in my highs and my lows, I'm involving God. Like when I don't feel like praying or studying or existing, I'm telling God, like God, this is it. But God encourages me, and I mean He encourages me. Sometimes even gives me tactics, like this is how to navigate it. You don't feel like praying, studying, doing anything. This is how to navigate it. And so my work with God is not exactly where it was last year, like or even January, but it just gets better. And I think what makes it get better is the fact that the knowledge that God is your father, He's more than God, He's your father, and He's here like a coach to hold you by the hand and just do it with you and walk with you. I can be vulnerable with God 100%. Things I cannot exactly express. I just tell God, you know my heart. I don't even know how to say these things in words, but you just know how to help me. And please help me, right? And I mean, as I said, I'm 100% open with God. And I think that's where it gets better. So if you're not, if you see your work with God as you show up every day and makata baba, I think you should take a step back and just, what's that word? Just reevaluate your work with God. What is your work with God supposed to look like? What does it look like right now? And God wants a relationship with you. If you're struggling in your prayer life, your study life, I have a topic on this that says how to build consistency. That's how I build consistency, right? In my work, it's really long. In fact, I think I broke it in two parts because it's a bit lengthy. So just watch out for that video when it drops. You will not kuku know. So you have to subscribe now or turn on post notification or just be looking out for my video so that you can know when the video drops. Okay, but I think it will bless you in no small way. I think it would really help you. So yeah, look out for that. But my work with God, I'm really happy. I think one of the greatest things is that God is your father. It's such an opportunity, it's such a privilege, and I'm so glad and grateful. Anyway, let's move on. Number 3, navigating disappointments. And with this, I faced something I hadn't really faced before in my life. And it was just once getting turned down at or for a job. And while I know that many of us can relate to it, you know what? I think I'm going to make this an entire video where I would bring up someone and then we'll just talk about how to navigate disappointments, especially with jobs and everything. I had never been in that position before, but you have to learn. How would you say that you know about something if you have not gone through it? Right. So if you have gone through it, that's good. You're learning, it's a season to navigate. And I had to navigate that one. It had to be real for me. I had to navigate that. And again, I don't think I was really hit. Not because I wasn't pained. For till tomorrow, I'm thinking about it. But just knowing that God has better for me, just knowing that God is in it with me, knowing that I'm not in it alone, I'm not in it by myself. God is here with me every step of the way. He's here with me on the journey. It made it really easy for me. And again, the community I had, my husband, God bless him, my siblings, my friends, just really encouraged me. My best friend even gave me money to go and buy ice cream. I think my sister, I can't remember what she did. My husband did something. Everybody just they ragabo me, they say. Anyway, I'm just really grateful for the kind of family I have. Even my sister-in-law, like, bro, see, I have strong community and I'm very grateful. We might not be so many, but I have really solid people in my life, and I'm really grateful for it. So you're navigating disappointment. I don't know which one it is in your own life. It might not be a job. It might be relationships. It might be, friendship. Nobody talks about friendship heartbreak. That one too, another video on its own. But friendship heartbreak is so real and it's so painful. Oh my God. But I even call it heartbreak or disappointment. Either way, it's so hurtful and so disappointing. Yeah, and it's so painful. But we'll talk about that another time. So you're just navigating disappointment, really. That's another thing that I have seen in this season of my life. And for every of these things, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to learn. I don't know. I see everything as a chance to learn and a chance to grow. That's how I view things. I don't know. I always just learn. If you don't learn, you repeat that class. Yeah. And to pain you all over again. Anyway, navigating disappointments. God has been with me on that journey and I'm really grateful. At number 4, I think this is number 4. At number 4, we have taking on new roles and responsibilities and also being better at old roles and responsibility. So, like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, I think 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, I got handed, or will I say handed? Yeah, handed a new responsibility. And for someone who just wants to be by herself sometimes, I'm like, God, why? Why must you entrust new responsibilities into my hands? This old one, is it not enough? Is it not? But there is grace and strength, and it's true. His grace and strength sufficient. I'm not even going to lie. God has been helping. See, I know that it's cliche to say that God is helping and God, but really, I can't do it without God. I'm going to cry. But really, He gives strength. He does give strength. And He has given me strength a lot of times. Like, I have to show me, responsible for an entire department, and I have to show up every week. Really, God gives strength. He does. It's true. Like mad. He does. And if you're, settling into a new role, just trust and believe God for strength. He will give you strength. Okay? He will. He will not give you something that is bigger than you. He will give you strength. That strength that comes with, that is supposed to come with the new role, He will give it to you. And also being better at old roles and responsibilities. Just creating better structure, because life will not necessarily get easier, but it can get better, with new structures or with better structure and maybe an accountability system. It does help. Asking God for guidance and wisdom, it does help, right? So sometimes I don't feel like, sometimes I'm slacking, but the key is just to pick up myself and, as I said, press, you forge ahead. Right? You forge ahead. And when you have the right community and the right, community, it does help as well. So yeah, and embracing new roles and responsibilities and being better at old ones is another thing I've been navigating, or that's navigating in my life, and yeah, it's part of my life lately. And the fifth thing, yes, is my marriage. This one, I'm going to talk about it in detail in June. June happens to be my anniversary month. I'm going to be 2 years. Let's give a moment for that. Yeah, I'm going to be 2 years married in June. And to be honest, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't even feel like it. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to be like 1 year married. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, right? It feels like I'm going to be 1 year married. Because, anyway, yeah, navigating marriage, that's another thing. Sometimes I wonder, why are we arguing like this? We've known each other for like 8 years, 9 years, 9 years, 9 years. Okay, sorry, 9 years, almost 10 years. True, true. Yes, so became friends in 2017. Anyway, back to what I was saying. 9 years. It doesn't even feel like it. Anyway, sometimes when we have like clashes, like what about we still clashing? We've been friends for, like, say we're friends for 7 years before we got married. Now we married for like 2 years. How are we still clashing? Why? But then I realized that even with yourself, sometimes you're conflicted. What should I eat? What should I wear? Within your own self, you're conflicted. How much more with somebody else, like an entire human being, entirely, like a separate human being? Of course, you clash. You and your parents clash. You and your siblings clash. You and your friends clash. You and your spouse too will clash, and then you are in the same space 247. Of course, but the goal is just to minimize it. Understanding each other is very, very key. Understand each other, build trust, build friendship. Because here you're married, you still need to build friendship. Have conversations. There are conversations that I never really thought would be having, revisiting. But anyway, that has been happening. It will continue to happen. So yeah, navigating marriage as well. I'm very glad that will be 2 years. It doesn't feel like it, honestly. It feels like I'm just cruising through marriage, and I'm very thankful for who God gave to me, who God blessed me, because it's a blessing, like, man, to marry a good person. Is a blessing. No, don't take it for granted, and I don't take it for granted either. So yeah, navigating marriage, building friendships too. Maybe that can come in as number 6. But yeah, building friendships, relationships, working on the old ones. Last year was tough for me, like my personal life and navigating a lot of things or juggling a lot of things. It was tough. I didn't really have time to build friendships, or to like, yeah, like not start friendships, but like build the ones I already have, like work on the ones I already had. So that this year I said, you know what, this year, intentional friendship. And I think I've been doing that to a great extent, and I'm very proud of myself. God has been really good, merciful, kind, gracious, everything good. I know it sounds cliche, that's your business. But yeah, that has been life lately. I'm not sure I left out any detail. If I did, it would come up in my life update part two, right? Maybe then we'll share it in maybe the second half of the year, towards the end of the year, because then we'll have a lot of things to gist about and catch up on, and yeah, things like that. But I think that's all we're talking about today. I think that has brought me to the end of my video, okay, or yeah, of my topic for today. Navigating life lately, life updates, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. But before I go, I hope that you're fine. I hope that life, I don't know how life is dealing with you or treating you, but I hope that you're coming out with your head above it. You know, you're coming out with your head above water, and you're not drowning. And if you feel like you're drowning, I'm sending you prayers and love. I'm praying for you. I'm supporting you. I'm rooting for you. I know that I said that in my previous video, but it's true. I'm not lying and I'm not joking. I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you. I pray that God gives you strength, and God gives you peace, and God gives you strength and grace and everything that you need to navigate this life. Okay? I hope you learned one or two things from my video today. I know that it wasn't really a learning session, it was like a gisting, session, but I still hope that you learned one or two things regardless. Be good, be better, aim to be better. Okay, I will see you in my next video, and the video after that, and the video after that. Until then, take care, be good, stay prayed up, make sure your devotional life is on fire, talk to God. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.